It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Panthers, leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Panthers and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing off.
Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 87 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. He gets away from one. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action here on first down. Those are the numbers from Rudolph from last week's game. 4 catches, 63 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On second down, Peterson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Here comes third and the length of the football. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Open man downfield is Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll roll, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a throw here to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He shakes him off. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Foreman powering ahead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw, and this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Randy Moss, 78 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 7. As the clock will... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. The veteran Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Michael Vick, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Now a give to Peterson running left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They run again on first down, Peterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Allstott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
That's to about the 28, 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. He'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2 yards on the pickup there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Fighting this, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 82 yards rushing now for Peterson and a first down. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They send Carter in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. A first run for the backup Abdullah. Williams loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They'll try the middle with Peterson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And they can't bring him down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll run with Peterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take